What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast and Mr. Cincinnati. Podcast Dad is running a few minutes late, but he will be joining us anytime now at this point. But wrestling doesn't stop for just him, so we're going to keep pressing forward. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. As always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We need your help to get there. We are at 488. We're so close, and we want to get there by the end of the month. So tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your dad, situation sip, dispensary person, bartender, therapist, whichever have you. Spread the word about the Wrestling Junkies movement. We're having a lot of fun around here, and we want you to be a part of this experience. While we're at it, go show some love to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. If you've not heard, the WrestleHolics podcast and DC Hendricks are coming to the Main Event Wrestling Network. You've probably seen DC's work on bodyslam.net. We are super pumped to have him as part of the crew. So again, at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. Say his name and he appears. What's up, stud?
How we doing?
I'm fantastic. I love the shirt.
Yeah, even though he's not on Raw anymore for some reason, but yeah.
He's just on vacation.
It's because the Pacers got, in the finals and then they lost.
It's okay. If we're doing a podcast and the Bengals lose another Super Bowl, then I might be hiding for a little bit too.
Well, they got to get there. You get to the playoffs. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
That's kind of like the rules of the whole thing, right? Is you got to get to the playoffs first, and then actually get to the championship game, and then actually win the championship game, which I know you know nothing about. I know about it 2 times.
I mean, I've been to one of those games. I can't say that we won, but I've at least been to a Super Bowl. I've physically been there. Yes, you have the memories and the happiness and the joy, but I have that weekend in Los Angeles. It was very, very.
You have great memories, except for that one.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of great memories, and again, 7 more seconds in the game, and there. Would have been something here, but we're talking about the Main Event Wrestling Network right now. Okay, so can you tell them something about the Main Event Wrestling Network?
Yeah, guys, if you like great content and great wrestling content, like we are, let me move this mic real quick. But great wrestling content, that's what we do here. We have a great time. I love Eric. Eric loves me. We love everybody at the Main Event Network, and look, we're here to have fun with
choice
wrestling.
Words for you right now.
You started the war.
I'm not gonna say.
We have some great content on here. We have some great people on the network. We got a new network member recently. Guys, just come check us out. Have some fun. That's all we're here to do. Also, yes. Oh my God.
Where's your hat? There you go.
I'm not gonna put it on because again, the hair looks fantastic again today. I'm really liking the boy band feel that I'm throwing out here lately. So, shut up. It's there. You like a little long on top. You know you do. It's okay. I know.
Not on you.
But you like the long on top, don't you?
I have a tight max nose.
I've seen your interests. But don't worry, there is 0 hair on this chest. But yes, we are Gorilla Press Apparel. Big Cargill.
4 minutes in. 4 fucking minutes in.
This is a terrible podcast.
Right, okay.
Guys, go check them out.
All right.
Some awesome wrestling merch.
Yes.
Great guys as well. Help support small business, just like we support small business with them. They have a great Wrestle Sips t-shirt for us. They're awesome people.
Yeah, promo code WJP2024 gets you 25% off site wide. A couple of quick programming notes before we introduce our guest this evening. Aaron Rourke, WWE ID recruit Aaron Rourke, had a scheduling conflict, so he will be joining us next Tuesday. Tomorrow, we will be doing an official Progress Wrestling preview show to present Chapter 181 coming up this weekend, July 29th. You can find that on Triller TV. And Thursday, we're going to be breaking down Coastal Case Files, the official May show of Coastal Empire Wrestling. Stop it. Would you not? I wasn't even going to bring it up. All right. Hunter may or may not have the tape, and he may or not be on the show. So it's fine. Okay. Just. Okay. Now, okay. I've gotten the plugs out of the way, and now he's just being a baby. Can I introduce our guest now? I promise it's safe.
Yes, you may.
Okay. All right. Because tonight we are joined by one of the most vibrant and inspirational voices in independent wrestling today, the Spotlight himself, Logan Knight. From capturing his first singles championship in Kansas to pulling off the most unforgettable gender reveal match in wrestling that I can certainly think of. He's been on an absolute roll. He's a champion, a proud dad to be, and one half of Only Friends with the incredible Stormy Renee. Without further ado, please welcome the Spotlight, Logan Knight. Logan, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
What's up, fellas? It's good to see you again.
Likewise. We promise we've gotten all the off the rails shit out of the way now. This is
I don't know. I think we just keep it going after this, Only goes up from here.
We're gonna get into fatherhood. You want to talk about off the rails? Get ready. Get ready.
Well, I mean, it's been a whirlwind for you as of late. First singles title win. You had the gender reveal match, baby boy on the way, and potential title cash in looming. How are you processing it all?
Yeah, no, I'm processing it pretty well. Like that day, honestly, didn't feel real at all until I went to sleep that night. It all just kind of felt like I don't know. I was expecting it for so many weeks because we knew months in advance that we were going to do this gender reveal, and we were just ready to get it out of the way because we want to start, being able to prepare for the baby accordingly, which it kind of helps when you know the gender.
Sure.
And it was a lot of fun. The two guys that did the gender reveal match were two dudes that I'm pretty close with. One of them is a guy I helped in Kansas that's pretty new, and then another guy in Oklahoma that I helped that's pretty new. So it was good to kind of have like people that I helped train tell me what my kid was going to be. It was interesting. I didn't even pick them. It was the booker of the show at Heartland Championship Wrestling that picked them. So I was like, hell yeah, that was perfect. Good job.
Nice.
I feel like bookers don't get to be told that a lot, where it's like, oh, that was perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
But no, that was awesome. And then I had the title match for the Out of Luck Championship later that night, which I ended up winning. And the thing with the Out of Luck Championship at Heartland is that it is technically like a Money in the Bank sort of gimmick. You can cash it. Oh, like the TNA X Division title, how they used to treat it back in the day. It's it can be defended like a regular belt, but it can also be cashed in for a chance at a larger scheme. Which I actually already did. An hour after I won it, I became the shortest reigning HCW champion of all time because me and Stormy are going to challenge ACFC for the Heartland Tag Team titles next month, July 12th. So that's going to be a lot of fun. If we've challenged them before. We challenged them back in January, and that match got screwed over by another tag team making their debut. So I feel like we haven't gotten to truly show who the best tag team in Wichita is. And I think Only Friends is far beyond the scope of Wichita, because if we do get to win this, we become the first intergender tag team in Kansas to ever hold tag team gold. So I think that's going to be honestly historic if we get to do it. It's like one of those things that you don't see happening, but when it's on your plate, you're like, holy shit, I have the chance to do this.
For sure. Yeah.
Sorry, again, the dad stuff is not a gimmick, so there's a child throwing
No,
a fit.
I get it.
I had to go help the wife. And you just talked about it, the opportunity to be the first intergender tag team champions in the state. Is that what led to the cash-in clause for a tag team match instead of you going after a singles title?
No, it's more so that I had already felt like us and ACFC needed to run that match back. Kansas fans talk about that match a lot, that we got screwed, and most importantly, they got screwed out of a clear, decisive who's the better tag team. And I think me and Stormy can prove that any day of the week, any month that they want to do it. So why not now? We could waste our time and try to run through the tag division again, or we could do the thing I so happened to have luck for that night, and I felt like it was the perfect opportunity. I think Stormy would have done the same thing, but she was busy kicking ass in Denver. She got to wrestle Effie and then Mia Yamashita, so she was doing equally important things, and I'm super proud of her. But I think that's one of the things that make us better as a tag team. We're able to split off for a little bit and go secure some singles victories or some singles success and come back and be like, hey, this is what I learned. Let's put it into our tag team. Let's get better. Let's do this together.
Yeah, it makes complete sense. And for those that may be watching for the first time tonight, tell us a little bit about the origins of OnlyFriends.
So Only Friends is me and my tag team partner Stormy Renee. She is a 6 foot bundle of madness from Wichita. She is one of my best friends, or I mean, honestly, she is my best friend. We've been training and known each other since about the same time. I started in 2019, and so did she. Our trainers know each other and worked for each other a lot on their companies because I was getting trained in Oklahoma City. She was getting trained in Wichita. So it really wasn't that far distance wise. It was like about 2 hours. So we saw each other probably once or twice a month and just really bonded through training and doing shows together as trainees, having to do security together, having to do ring hand stuff together. Plenty of time to get to know each other, and we always kind of joked over the years, like, "Oh, what if we were a tag team? What if we got people to take me and you seriously?" That sort of thing. And we finally got to do that at Fountain City Pro in Olathe, Kansas, which is like right outside Kansas City, but on the fun side of Kansas City, over on Kansas. But we got to do that on their debut show because Stormy's opponent got injured and I didn't have an opponent yet. So we debuted against Laney Luck and GPA, and that was a tall order in and of itself. But I felt like we did pretty good, and after that, it kind of just the ball kept rolling. We have a ton of fun together. We make a good amount of money together. I think it's my favorite thing, probably, that I do at all in wrestling, and I would hope that Stormy would say the same thing. But yeah, I'm having a ton of fun doing OnlyFriends stuff. And, when my kid gets here, I do have to take like 3 or 4 months off from wrestling. So I think it's going to be bittersweet, but I know we'll come back and be better than ever.
Let's move right along to that subject. Let's talk about the gender reveal match. Very creative, very heartwarming concept you guys came up with.
Yeah.
How did that come together?
I mean, I've probably I've seen gender reveals at like private events, like family gatherings in a backyard, and somebody just owns a ring. And Sin actually just told me Logan Paul did one too, so I kind of feel like I'm jacking his style. But I try not to pay attention to the stuff that he does, so that's on me. My bad.
We all do.
All Logans think alike, I suppose. But
let's hope.
But yeah, no, I just had this great idea because Heartland is like my family. A lot of that locker room is people that I hold close to my heart. They're going to be in my wedding when we finally have our wedding with my wife, and I'm going to be in a couple of their weddings here in September before I hang up the boots for a little bit. But we're all pretty close, and so I just felt like that was the place to do it. It was the easiest place to get both me and her families, and then also like all of my friends are wrestlers or like entertainers of sorts. So traveling is always happening on the weekends. Everybody's booked, and I was like, well, why don't I bring my stuff to the booking, and we could just all have a fun little gimmick out of it. And it was a really fun match. It kind of just played for the rest of the night because like even in my entrances throughout the night, the announcer was like, and soon to be father of a baby boy, and then did my whole Spotlight Logan Knight thing. And I was like, oh, it's like, it just made me giggle because I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I am gonna be a dad. That's so cool.
So take us through that particular moment. Once you and the missus find out that it is a baby boy, just take us through the reaction, the elation. Just tell us everything.
The boys honestly did such a great job with the match. I mean, they gave so many near falls that my heart was in my stomach. I really did not like. I was kind of hoping for a girl, and so was my wife, but our hearts were in our stomachs the whole time. We didn't know. We gave the envelope to the two guys doing the match and the referee, so everyone else didn't have a clue. It was a really special moment that we got to share with the Heartland crowd, and I don't know. I just felt like it was interesting because it just kind of played into the whole theme of the night and how people react and support me. Like like being a dad shouldn't be a gimmick, but I guess Heath Slater got that over for like the longest time. But I'm just happy that people are so supportive of me because I'm honestly like I'm playing it cool, but everyone's scared to have their first kid, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And Yeah, we were just excited. The video I posted, I feel kind of bad because you can we have a video of me and my wife posted on my Facebook where it's filming us during the 3 count, and we jump up and down when the 3 count happens, and I'm not looking at her, and she tries to like hug me, but I'm like too busy freaking out, and I'm like high-fiving other people, so I like feel bad. I like truly did the boy dad thing, and I was like, oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
No, it is a blessing. I will say that. My advice would be just take the moments, take them in. It's slow. It's all good. Like we had a rule in our house that anything said between midnight and 6 a.m. we didn't mean. So that was our rule, and it helped us. And as one that has a boy and a girl, be happy you got the boy, because the girl is insane. With this new chapter ahead, how do you see wrestling and fatherhood coexisting, and how do you think that's going to balance out?
I think it's going to drive me like even further. It's honestly already done that. I've been hungrier in kind of like every aspect of my life. I have a little bit more motivation. I want to be a really good role model for my kid, because I've already been striving to be a role model in my community in a way, like in the wrestling community or in the LGBTQ community. I'm always a voice or someone of leadership, or at least I try to be. Rather I feel that way or others feel that way or not, it's kind of just the spot I've been put in, and I want my kid to see that and kind of feel inspired and know that they can also do these sort of things no matter like what kind of path they choose. I would hope my kids want to wrestle. That'd be really cool, because I'm at like the perfect age where if my kid does decide that they want to wrestle, we can do it. We can do it together. So that'll be really fun. But yeah, I just want my kid to be courageous and, outspoken as well, and someone that wants to, put their best foot forward and get further along in life. I had sort of like a kind of in poverty upbringing, so I try my hardest every day to provide a better life for myself, and I now have to do that for my kids. So it's added an extra layer to things.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. And speaking about representation and leadership, and we've talked about this a few times over the last year, but you made a lot of headlines as far as being a staunch opponent of recent events when it came to the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission and their ban on transgender wrestlers. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with that fight right now. Any updates that you can share with us?
I honestly have kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I'm not going to lie. This whole the kid thing and wrestling consumed my life kind of at the same time. I wish I could provide more or do more, but I am just a guy, just an independent wrestler. I'm just a dude that, when I'm not a wrestler, I work at a gym. So it's hard to provide the resources that it takes to take down like a state level law. And I mean, it's not to say that I'm not trying. I am looking into lawyers that are into doing this sort of thing, maybe not for free, but not something that's going to cost an arm and a leg. There's a lawyer that helped with the native show that got banned in 2023 and helped them get their decision reversed with the state athletic commission. So I'm hoping to get in touch with them when my life kind of simmers down. I have given that contact info to other people that have been helping me fight the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission, but I don't know if they're taking the steps either. And I can't be like, hey, do this thing for me. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give up the fight. It's going to be ongoing. And I feel like it's just going to be forever, because honestly, Oklahoma is so ass backwards. And now I'm hearing that Missouri is getting even more crooked. And now Indiana has a state athletic commission. So it's like, I feel like we were trending in the right direction, but now states are getting even harsher with the commission rules. And it's just like, I don't even know what to do at this point. We need larger help than just, little Southwest Midwest fucking Logan Knight wrestler. We need like somebody with money. We need like Tony Khan or something, man. But
if wrestling fans wanted to get involved, what would be your best advice to them as far as having and using their voice to be more inclusive of the shows that they want to see?
There are a lot of great shows in Oklahoma that you can still see. Like me fighting the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission is nothing negative against the wrestlers here. It's nothing negative
Sure.
against the shows here. Oklahoma is great. I mean, every state has their bad shows, bad wrestlers, but Oklahoma has just a plethora of talent. There are shows on Native American land that people could see where it's not commissioned, so you don't have to worry about commission rules or money going into the commission pocket. Those are companies that I'm still going to be working for going forward. Those companies are Wrestling for a Cause in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which they're a fantastic organization. They have top-notch, like almost early Ring of Honor quality with their production. They're on IWTV, so you can catch all of their stuff. If you have an IWTV account. Another company that I worked for is in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. They're called United Wrestling Entertainment. That is actually the company where I first got my start. My very first wrestling match was June 29th, 2019. So that means this Sunday, this weekend, when I am facing Ocean Avery for the Wrestle Drag Pride Championship, that it's going to be my official 6 years in wrestling, so I'm super stoked for that, man. I haven't taken a single break, but now that I'm having my kid, I'm finally taking a break. So I don't know. It feels like I got the weight of the world coming off my shoulders little by little.
Let's talk about that match real quick. Wrestles Drags Charlie's Pride, big match coming up. What can fans expect to see in that match?
That match is going to be crazy. I know Ocean is one tough son of a bitch. Like I've known him since he was just a trainee under Gino Rivera, and I know Gino Rivera is kind of a sleaze bag. So Ocean's going to have some nifty shit up his sleeve, but he's also one of the better technical wrestlers that are on the independent scene right now. So I know that maybe he doesn't even necessarily need to have a trick up his sleeve. Maybe I'm not game enough, but also there's always the off chance that maybe he's not game enough, because I am really in top form right now physically. I feel fantastic. I know probably the last time we did the podcast, I may have talked about a knee injury that I was nursing.
Yeah.
And I ended up finding out that was a torn meniscus, and it ended up healing on its own. It wasn't like something like too bad that I needed surgery with, but I was able to get that healed up. And since then I've been 100 miles an hour. And I feel like I've had some really, really good matches lately, and I'm looking to do the same, because I only have so many matches before I am done wrestling for a little bit, and I'm nervous. So I want to get as many good matches as I can. And this week I have more matches this weekend than I do in the month of July. So I really got to cash in this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I have maybe like 12 shows overall after this weekend for the rest of the year. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Logan, thank you again. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I spent some time at the pool. Don't mind me.
I thought Chris Jericho was on the spot for a second. Hold on.
Well, I mean, technically he is. But Logan, it's great to see you again. Where can everybody find you on social media to see what's coming up this weekend and beyond?
So you can find me everywhere at Logan Knight Pro. That's going to be the social media for everything. Unless you're on Facebook, then it's just Logan Knight. But I got some fun stuff coming up this weekend. So Friday, I'm doing a no show, or like a no ring kind of theater inspired wrestling show. It's gonna kind of be drawn out in an act to sustain an overall story at the end. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Shakespearean type of situation. But we're having it's matches, just no ring. So it's gonna be some violent shit, but it's gonna be fun. Then, fittingly, that's the name of the promotion, is Fun. It's going to be in Colorado Springs. And then Saturday, I'm doing a triple threat in Greeley, Colorado for Battleground Pro, which is sort of like on the Wyoming, Colorado border. So I'm like this close to making a Wyoming debut, which is wild, because every time I think about Wyoming, I just think about the show Yellowstone, which is a whole other podcast in of itself. But then Sunday, I actually have to do 2 shows. I'm doing a tag team match with Stormy in the evening in Denver, and earlier in the morning is when I have to wrestle Ocean Avery. So if that tag team match happens, Stormy should thank her lucky stars, because Ocean might kill me, but I might kill him. So we'll see.
Love it. Well, it's great to see you, buddy. Thank you again for joining us. And you always know where to find us. Give them hell. Best of luck, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you guys.
No problem. Talk to you soon. Thank you again to Logan Knight for joining us, and thank you to everybody that is watching live this evening. Podcast Dad, let's reset a little bit. We're on our road to 500 subscribers. We have got officially.
Don't talk to me until it's 500. Don't talk to me until it's 500. I'm not. You guys know what to do. Don't talk to me until it's 500. Don't make me angry. How the fuck
are we gonna get through the rest of the show if we don't talk to each other?
You want me to sing?
Yeah, I want you to sing, but yeah,
you gotta get to 500. By
you can talk. That's
Tuesday?
Kind of your job.
Next Tuesday, if we don't have 500, you got 1 week. Everybody watching, you got 1 week to get us.
Talk to Will. We'll get a promo code. We'll give away some merch. Yeah,
I will sing. I don't know what I'm gonna sing. I think the fact checker gets to choose, but
yeah. I think he's still floating around here somewhere. But
I know
Fernando is also in the chats. Great to see you tonight, my friend. But subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Podcast. Dad, let's talk a little bit of Monday Night Raw here. There are a few important things that kind of broke down. What's that look?
Michael.
Michael.
I'm going to fuck Gunther up. Shut up, dude. Shut up.
We know he's not. But we did get confirmation. This is the retirement match. That's what this sounds like.
It's going to suck when Seth Rollins cashes in on Goldberg.
I don't see that happening in the Night of Champions. I think he waits a little bit.
Who knows, dude? Who knows? Is Night of Champions still happening?
As far as I know.
I've seen so many. I've seen so much crap online. I don't know what to believe at the moment. So, like I saw something that said probably a fake report that said it got moved.
Yeah.
Like I went to the reputable sources, didn't see anything. Like I don't.
Yeah, it's.
I'm confused.
We'll see what.
Especially
like, I mean,
especially like stuff happened today. I don't know, dude. We talked about it enough yesterday.
Yeah, let's talk about our King and Queen of the Ring finals, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Randy and Cody, and Jade and Asuka.
Yep, Cody and Asuka.
I'm really excited to see Jade versus Asuka. I love the face-off. I think everything about that presentation was perfect. I'm really excited to see what they do with Asuka during this run because closer to the end than the beginning. And I really, really want to see another dominant Asuka run because we've seen her be good, borderline great on the main roster, but it's time that we get her back to basics, solo, just fan-fucking-tastic matches. Asuka versus EO, that's a SummerSlam match if I ever heard one.
It's definitely a SummerSlam match. Tiffany and Jade is not.
No.
Not at the moment. And that's okay. Like it could be one day, but Asuka and EO is something. You remember that promo that they did with each other?
Yeah.
For Asuka, like that was awesome. Like everything about this is just, I need it. The teacher versus student thing, the mentor versus mentee thing, like everything about it's going to be good. Like I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
I think they'll have chemistry in the ring. I think it's going to be very, very good. I think it has the potential to main event night one. I think that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But, if they're going to do this, make these, King and Queen of the Rings this big of a deal, then, you main event both nights with those titles, right? So, I think that would be fair. On the flip side, Cody and Jay had a good match.
They did. Fun main event. Really enjoyed it.
But Cody should have won, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to do Jay versus Gunther again.
Not at SummerSlam.
Yeah. No.
They might, though. Who knows? They might get there anyway, but I don't know if Jay is getting a rematch. That's where I'm at.
And I'm okay if he does. I would be okay if he doesn't anytime soon. I'm totally good with that because this is a pivot here. I loved Gunther's promo. His response to Goldberg sit down with Michael Cole. This is the one that you've been wanting to see. This is the one that we're hopefully getting during this world title run. He's vanquished Jey Uso. Now it is back to, okay, I am rightfully atop my place here. There's no Judgment Day bullshit that he's involved in. Here's the get right run for Gunther. I hope they take advantage of it.
Yes, no, this is the run that we needed. This is the run that I wanted. This is the run that should have happened the first time. They have a chance to redeem themselves and make us forget about that first run. Now's your chance to do it. This should be it. I mean, it's a way to start it. He's going to go beat up a senior citizen, and that's fine. But let's make that happen. This match should not be longer than 5 minutes. I'm sorry. If this is anything longer than 5 minutes, it's a mistake.
And this is one of the things where I don't know what his timetable is for a return, but we need to do everything that we can to get Gunther versus Ilya either in this back half of 2025 or into 2026, because I just
build Ilya up a little bit
for that match on the main roster. They have some work ahead of them for that. That's perfectly fine. Braun Breaker we're starting to see him move into that upper mid card, lower main event echelon. Dom is still Intercontinental Champion, and Ilya, that's an easy win for him. It would be an easy win even if Finn took the title off of Dom. That's an easy win for Ilya. But I do think that once he come back from this pec injury, now we put the rocket on him.
It's a loaded roster right now.
I know.
Ilya is fantastic. He really, really is. But if you look at his counterpart that was in NXT kind of the same time and had the really great feud with him, Melo's not doing much either. Like, that's what I'm worried. I'm worried he might fall in the Carmelo Hayes role, which I don't want to see because I think they're both way too talented to do that, and they're both right around the same age. So maybe WWE's going, oh, we got some time with him, right? So that's my biggest worry. That would be my biggest, because again, Ilya's not the biggest guy in the world.
He's not.
Charisma off the charts.
Yeah.
Same thing with Melo. Charisma off the charts. I don't know. I'm a little worried. That's just me.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. I think you called it as far as the Women's Intercontinental Championship triple threat. Lyra getting involved, causing the disqualification. So some tension with Bayley.
Should be.
Here we
Lyra
are.
should not be out of this feud at all. I'm so happy Lyra is still involved in this feud. That makes me happy because she did so much to kind of establish this title to get it where it needs to be. Good. She needs to be there.
Yeah. It's Chelsea was phenomenal with character work. Lyra had true stories behind her work. So that's kind of the difference between the two for me.
Both were great. First title holders, I think.
Yeah. Let's talk about our homie Karrion Kross and the fact that he's going to be on a PLE this upcoming Saturday, finally getting that long-awaited one-on-one match versus Sami Zayn. What are you expecting here?
I don't know.
I like it that way.
I don't know, right? Was this added? There's yelling. Was this added because of the Dom injury? Was this the original plan? Like that? Yeah. That's all well and good. We're sitting at currently 6 matches on the card. Because they added Rhea and Raquel in a street fight.
They did, which is cool because it's a reigniting of that rivalry from NXT, and they had a great last woman standing match back then too. So yeah, I'm good. And this again, it's unfortunate with the Liv injury, but this is a massive opportunity for Raquel, who has been kind of on the back burner when it comes to these opportunities, and now she's going to get a spotlight front and center. I'm pumped for her.
You saw the rumor, right?
No.
Roxanne's going to take the title.
Oh, the tag title?
Yeah, be champions with Raquel.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
and that's fine. That's good.
I'd rather that than another tournament. I mean, because we're also seeing how well that story worked out for Naomi, Jade, and Bianca.
Yep. So I think that'll come into play in this street fight. As far as Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross,
I don't know. Also, if you know if Dom is legit injured, I don't know personally. I'm not sure, but
it's either him or AJ, or one of them didn't want to go over, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Don't know, don't care. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. hope they do this right. I think Karrion Kross needs a win.
Yep. Sami is
I
not
really-
hurt by
I really
losing to
do.
Kross because Kross has been the devil on his shoulder for the better
Forever.
part of 8-9 months at this point. Like this does not hurt Sami's credibility. I still think that there's a path to the world title next year for Sami Zayn.
And it could lead to the heel turn. Like it's done with every other person Kross is feuded with. Like,
Yep.
I think Karrion Kross needs to win because if they're going to capitalize on this, I think it's going to be telling who wins this.
Yeah.
Because as far as I know, Kross is still not signed.
That's right.
So I think it'll be telling who wins this match.
Yeah.
And kind of how it's booked and what direction they're going with all this.
So potentially a Sami Zayn heel turn and a Randy Orton heel turn this weekend. That did not sound good.
Did not sound good.
I heard. That's not funny, but I heard that.
Did not sound good. Shout out to Logan. You know, when you hear a giant bonk and then oh no, it's not great.
Nope.
But I forgot the question. Randy Orton's not turning heel. No, I don't see that.
I think that this is where it starts.
I don't think so. They've teased this.
Okay.
They've teased this shit with Cody for too damn long. I don't think it started. I don't think it's here.
But here's what I am kind of going into this with again. This would be the second straight King of the Ring finals that Randy has lost. He is seeing Cena, his contemporary, coming in and getting title number 17. And I think that is going to make Randy more desperate for number 15. And he is going to realize that as much as we love the idea that Randy wants to spend another 9-10 years in this business, the talent is only getting younger and better from here. Your Pentas and your Braun Breakers and your Bronson Reeds of the world are soon going to dominate the main event scene. That's not even counting Jacob Fatu and what he is eventually going to do to that roster. It's the window is closing for Randy Orton in a canonical sense that if he doesn't snap now, when's he going to find himself winning a title again by being the smiling babyface that is having a fucking blast doing this because he lost 18 months of his career?
Gunther? Like, if he turns heel, he's not going after Cody.
I don't see how you can't rule that out.
They're on the
Especially
same show,
depending
are
on
they?
how... yeah, they're both SmackDown.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because winner of the...
what's the
winner of
brand
King of
split,
the
you
Ring,
know?
yeah, winner of the tournaments gets a world title shot of their particular brand's choosing. So
Yeah, because Sammy's on
yeah.
Raw and Jay's on Raw.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially. I think you get the full-fledged at SummerSlam.
That's fair. I think you at least need
I
to
think
like
Randy
the feud
costs
now.
Cody. Yeah, I think Randy can cost Cody at
Yeah.
SummerSlam and maybe join Cena. And we get kind of main event mafia style shit.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'd be happy with that. Are you kidding me?
It was
That
okay.
would be awesome, dude. That'd be awesome. Randy and Cena team up, be like, F y'all. We're gonna ruin wrestling.
Is that really ruining wrestling, though?
Yeah. NXT tonight. Trick Williams puts on the TNA World Championship against Josh Briggs.
Trick NA still. Yep. Next.
Noam Dar was forced to relinquish the Heritage Cup due to injury, which sucks.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, Noam
Okay.
Dar's out again.
Mother.
Hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully it's not, but it sounds like it's
Where's
legit.
Lexus King?
So Stax will take on Tony D'Angelo for the vacant Heritage Cup. Did you say where's Lexus King? Catering.
I did.
And then the four-way to secure the women's championship match at WWE Evolution. I don't know why I said it like that. Who you got in that one?
Who all four do we have again?
Lash,
Jordan, Jada,
Jordan,
Lash.
and what is her name? Izzy Dame.
Okay.
Jordan.
Yeah. It's hard to go against Jordan Grace right now. It really is.
Although Jordan and JC Jane at Evolution
God, that is
doesn't really get the
no,
juices flowing.
no,
Maybe
not
JC
really.
loses it on the way.
because Evolution's what end of July.
Mm-hmm.
Because
we'll see something from. What's
I like the idea of Blakeman Road, Jordan Grace at Evolution. Yeah, more so.
That's a much bigger match.
Yeah,
and nothing against JCJ.
Not at all. Not at
that's
all.
A
this
much
is
bigger match.
Yeah, and this is one of those. I mean, this show's 8 years in the making, and I hope that everybody on the roster gets a spot on that card. I truly, truly do. But the title matches have to slap, and that's not one that does it.
Yeah, I will say, Bret Hart. Wow, Bret Hart. Okay. Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies Pod. Welcome to the. Hey, Bill Goldberg.
This is a very random chat here. Yeah.
Again, off the rails. Dark Horse. I'm going Lash. I could see Lash get this opportunity.
I do. I love the presentation. I love the new theme song, Bushi Batty and JC Jane. I do like that, especially if I don't know what NXT's plans are for SummerSlam weekend, so that might be something worth considering. That
I'm sure they have something going on.
Yeah, gets that massive win there instead of Evolution. I could see that as well. That's what I got.
All right. Well, it's very quiet out there now, so I'm worried. Cautiously optimistic that everything's okay, but it is way too quiet out there.
Well, I'm going to run through these really quickly. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you again to Logan Knight. Programming note, once again, WWE ID recruit Aaron Rourke will be joining us next Tuesday. He had a conflict where he could not join us tonight. Tomorrow, we will be doing the official Progress Wrestling preview show of Chapter 181. This Thursday, we have After the Empire Coastal Case Files. That's all I'm going to say about it so he doesn't get off the screen here. Follow us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your situationship, baby daddy, baby mama, dispensary person, bartender, therapist, what have you. Subscribe to the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net, Gorilla Press Apparel.bigcartel.com, promo code WCP2024. Gets you 25% off site wide. That's the podcast at I am Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. Until tomorrow, enjoy the great. Go take care of your dependents.